everyone, this is Kelly Cahoot and I am here for catscrappiness.com. I'm sharing a shaker Christmas card with you today using these adorable reindeer from Art Impressions. And they're called either reindeer stack or stacked reindeer. I'm not for sure. I'll have the name in the description box below. But I cut that piece out with the Cat Scrappiness double stitched rectangle dies. And then I also cut a little frame for that using craft cardstock, cut at 4 3/4 by 6. And then I cut the center out with that same die so the reindeer could nest inside of that. I put my little colored piece into my Stampaholic stamping tool, and the sentiment is going to say Christmas joy to you and yours, and this is an Avery L stamp set, and I'll show you the whole set here in just a second. But I inked that up with black ink, and I press it down and just run my fingers over the spot with those sentiments. And I wanted a darker impression, and so I added one more layer of black ink. And then for the joy part, here's that little set. As you can see there, I love the scripty, the bigger words in the script font, and then on the smaller words you have Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Halloween, New Year. It's just a great set for all year long. So I pulled out the joy, and I'm going to get that lined up and get it set up in my stamping tool. And I'm going to go over that little middle part there with my anti-static powder tool. And I should have gone over the whole piece because I think the black ink was still a tiny bit wet. And so here in a second, I get some stray pieces of powder in my little greeting. Inked up the joy with Versamark ink, and I'm pressing that down. And then I'm going to go over the joy little greeting there with Wow Red Glitz embossing powder. And this is the perfect red glitter for Christmas projects. It turns out so glittery and sparkly, and then when you heat set it, as I'll show you here in just a second, that red becomes richer and darker. And I never get tired of watching embossing powder set up. I don't know what it is about that, but it's fun to watch. So I'm going to heat that up really quick. You can see it getting a little deeper and darker against that white cardstock. So cute. And then from here, I'm going to start building the card front. I have a green piece of cardstock. The whole piece was 10.5 by 6 3/8, and then scored and folded is 5 1/4 by 6 3/8. This is not a normal card size. I wanted it a little bigger. I want it to be a special shaker card. And there I have pre-cut my little shaker window. I used the Gina Marie scallop stitched rectangle dies. And then for the window in the red piece, I used the same Cat Scrappiness double stitched rectangle dies. And then the acetate was only cut with the scallop die. I'm going to use the ATG gun and get that craft little frame down first. I had a few little feathers of adhesive that I have to kind of tuck around, get that all lined up. And then I'm going to add adhesive to the back of the reindeer piece, and that is going to nest right inside that open rectangle there. And it's the perfect fit because I use the same die again to cut it out. So this, I'm trying a new way or something that I've seen online on how to build up the panel for your shaker, to build up the little well. So I cut in half my 3/4 inch foam tape, and then I lay down a piece, peel the paper back, and then lay down the other piece there on top. I was not having good luck with doubling the tape over upon itself, so I saw somebody do it this way, and I thought, well, I'll give that a try to see if it works better, and it did for me. The next thing I do is take my anti-static powder tool, and I've still got the paper backing on, but I'm just going to go right around those edges to make sure none of my shaker goodies and bits get stuck in the adhesive that's left inside there. I pulled out the Cat Scrappiness White Diamond sequin mix, and that's a clear, beautiful sequin. And then that set, those are just inexpensive, clear seed beads from my local hobby store. This is the Cat Scrappiness little iridescent stars. She has those in all different colors. They're beautiful, and they're teeny tiny. Those are the clear, and I'm going through there to make sure they're all broken up well and separated. And then I also add a sparkling ruby or sparkling red sequin, just for a little pop of red. And I kind of go through there with my fingers to make sure they're all flattened out. I don't know how many times I've done a shaker card and you get a big bunch of sequins or goodies and they get stuck inside your window and don't shake. So I flattened them all out over the whole piece, and I'm going to line up my little window there. And go over it really well around the edges with my fingers and get it all pressed down. And I love the way that those seed beads sound in your shaker cards. I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to the outside of my card there. I'm going to take some more of those white diamond sequins. And the adhesive I'm using is the multi-adhesive in the matte finish. I hope I'm saying that right. It's always like a tongue twister. So I take the white diamond sequins and then those tiny little stars to fill in the middle where the glue just kind of comes out just a little bit in the hole. And it just kind of finishes it off. I've seen people finish their sequins with a little bit of stickles or enamel drops, Nouveau drops, but I thought I'd try the little stars to bring in some more stars. They're so cute. And I love the way this crystal katana little pickup tool works. I have tried some of the other pickup tools, or I can't even remember the name of it, but the little end was so sticky it never would let go of whether it was a die cut or a sequin or whatever. But this one seems to work really well. And when the end of it kind of gets yucky, it's made of wax, so you can kind of rub it down and it just makes it brand new again. Because sometimes I get glue on the end of mine, so I have to rub it off just a little bit, and I just rub it on a scratch sheet of paper. Add the last little star. And it's all finished. And I kind of go nuts there shaking the shaker. I was so excited, and I love the sound of it. And as you can see there, that stamp is so cute. The little reindeer's faces just could not be cuter. All the supplies for this card were found at catscrappiness.com. All of the supplies will be listed in the description box. And this is Kelly Cahoot, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.